Hey guys, Hydroxate here, and welcome to another episode of Off the Runway, where we look at the true endgame that is Fashionframe, and this week we are looking at the newly released Asuri skin for Nova. So now this Asuri skin comes as part of the Asuri collection, which features the Nova Asuri Deluxe skin, the Rashasi polearm for all your polearms, and then the Denavi Dana, and all these names are designed to make us Irish people trip our words. A lot of people are kind of wishy-washy about this. I myself, I don't like the default colours. I like the skin itself, but I think the helmet looks a bit of like a teapot, and then we have all those tennis balls all around. So when you actually switch the default colours, it looks not that bad, and you'll see this now in the following looks. So for these looks, I'm not showing any other helmet or attachments, even though I would suggest that the other helms that look really nice are the Slipstream and then some of the 10gen items. But for these, we're just talking about colours to really make this skin pop and does not look as bad as the default colours. So for mine, as always, I'm kind of going for orange, a bit of like a light cream colour, and then some blue just to kind of tie in with what I like personally best. Now we're going to more of a terracotta look here, so I'm using those orangey kind of tones here and an accent of green just to tie it in, because green and orange actually goes well together when they're not overly saturated. Okay, now for this kind of look, I wanted to go for kind of like a blood sealed urn, kind of like something that, you know, you shouldn't really open. I didn't want to go for a black because there's already black tones on the frame, so I've kind of said, okay, we'll go a bit more grey, but keep that real crimson blood red on the accents and the metallic colours. Now, so you may notice the colours are familiar. I'm using the colours that are actually kind of featured on Nova Prime. So instead of those deep saturated purple, I'm bringing it up a little bit. Black and the gold on the metallic parts just to kind of tie in with the Orcan theme. Now for this one, I wanted kind of like a Queen's Guard look, so that's why I wanted to go black, kind of a little bit of a kind of a burnt orange and some kind of gold metallics, and then a grey for the balls, just to kind of a bit more of an accent and to highlight the parts in the arms a little bit better. As the Asuri skin is based off the Asura, these kind of Hindu deities, I wanted to bring this under the water to like a sea temple, and these kind of gods were worshipped here, so that's why I'm using these kind of navy and blue tones to kind of complement each other, but still keep the theme very, very apparent. As the designer who made this, Lucas, actually said at TennoCon, it's based on urns and kind of these sacrificial and temple kind of relics. So I wanted to keep this, but actually bring it into like a clay look, and that's why I'm using these beige and browny tones to actually keep in theme with what I wanted. And now for our penultimate look, I want to kind of look for a jade slash kind of emerald sculpture, and that's what you see here. For the balls, they're actually quite a bright green, but I just wanted a bit of an accent because sometimes they can all kind of blend together into something where you can't actually see the individual definition of the parts. And our final look. So this one, I wanted to design something that looked like actually the death orbs you see in the void, just because I see the way the lines work, it actually reminded me of what they are. So whites and golds and then some blues just to kind of keep in theme. These are all from the Orcan palette and they look stunning. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked my content. If you do, let me know down below. I'm really interested in seeing how you've coloured your Asuri skin, so put a link down below to your image or of an actual image and show me like, kind of what you're going for. And as always, I will see you on Sunday with the next fashion frame.